Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, for another YouTube video. Allincrypto here, and today we are going to be delivering another video on XRP. And it's been a little while since we have spoken about XRP, for no other reason than we kind of want to avoid being one of these content creators, one of these kind of crypto content creators that only talks about XRP because it's popular to do so. And that's the reality when you look at the vast majority of content that's created around XRP. It's only created because people know that they're going to get views on it, and hence why you have, I think, a lot of propagation of bullshit as it relates to XRP. And our reasoning that we've given for believing that XRP holders will eventually be very right is purely a technical one. So it's what we see in the charts. Charts, in my opinion, are the footprints in the sand for insiders and informed money. And I do believe that that switch, or whatever you want to call it, for XRP one day is going to get turned on. And I think there is a greater plan for Ripple and XRP. I do believe they are going to play a role in the new monetary system, whether they are the payments rail, which I think there's quite a good chance they may be, or not, is still to be seen. But we haven't made a video on XRP in a little while, just simply because we don't want to be one of these content creators that just makes XRP content because it's popular, like the majority of others out there do. And that's the reality in regards to why people talk about XRP so much, is because it gets views. The last two videos that we did got like 60,000 views. That's way more than average in regards to the content that we put out there. But we want to cover things when we feel like there's a reason to do so. And in the last couple of videos, we were looking at why it was we thought that XRP would do well. And it's really the kind of structure that we're looking at in the chart. And what is that structure, just to quickly highlight that? Well, it's what's been setting up since 2017. So you are setting up in this kind of 7-8 year pattern now, the same thing that led to 2017's rally. It's basically a bigger structure of it at a time where there's been a lot of kind of interesting things happening with Ripple, of course, with the lawsuits, and a lot of, during that entire time period, partnerships and coalitions being made with Ripple and companies that are actually looking to use and utilize XRP. Remember, the remittance market, which is what XRP was designed, the problem that XRP was designed to tackle, is one where you see volumes of $8 trillion daily flowing through it. Now, you don't need to capture $1 trillion of that for XRP's price to do rather well, certainly, and that could be the catalyst, once the kind of switch gets turned on and XRP gets used, that could be the catalyst for the breakout of this pattern that's been forming since 2017. But I want to go right the way back, and I want to kind of talk to you guys a little bit about my plan as it relates to XRP. As somebody that holds XRP, I have been an investor in XRP for a hell of a long time. It was one of the first cryptocurrencies that I bought outside of Bitcoin, Monero, Litecoin, and Ethereum. Back in 2017, and I've kind of, been through the whole process with XRP as a disappointed investor. It has been a disappointing investment when you compare it to the rest of the cryptocurrency space, but you will have your day, just like the gold holders will have their day. The XRP holders, I think, eventually will be right, and a lot of the kind of narrative around XRP will come to fruition. But it might not be for a little while. And I think what's technically being signaled, there's going to be a fundamental narrative that drives it, whether that's them going public, whether that's something around an ETF. It always amazes me just how confident Brad Garlinghouse is. He's a very confident guy. Now, he'd be a bad CEO if he wasn't. But it's almost like he's got this smile on his face that he knows something is coming. Now, that's not a good enough reason to invest in XRP, I don't think. But what is for me to take a chance on it, and that's what XRP is for me. I'd rather get caught with it than without it, just in case what we're looking at does come to fruition. However, in regards to my own personal plan, XRP is about 3% of my overall portfolio. I also hold XLM to a similar degree. So XLM, of course, is Stellar, Jeb McCaleb's thing. Remember, Jeb came from Ripple. And that is a percentage that I'm comfortable to hold just in case what I'm looking at doesn't play out. However, if it does, I would much rather be caught with it than without it. And we'll put the structure as we're talking about all this on the screen. You know, I am bullish on XRP. I just think that it's gonna kind of do its own thing. Yes, it might go up with the rest of the market, and we can see it sort of moving up, and at the moment with the rest of the market, it's not overperforming anything. That day of overperformance is going to come on fundamental news. And that is where I am at with XRP. You know, I hold it. It only makes up 3% of my portfolio. If you want to unlock my entire portfolio, do consider becoming a Patreon. You will gain access to absolutely everything that I own. Got some sheep in the background there. You know, we thought we'd take you to the castle once again. A little bit of a nice background for you to look at instead of my face. So that is really where we're at with XRP. You know, that's my plan with XRP, is that I hold it for the reasoning of not wanting to be caught without it if what we're looking at technically does play out, because that's going to be spectacular. You know, there is around about a $16 price prediction that you can derive from the technical pattern we're in. And what you've got to remember is this isn't going to happen overnight. Even though I think we're getting a lot closer to it than we were, it's not going to happen instantly. Okay, this is a 7-year pattern. Institutions play a longer game than retail. And actually, what is happening right now is people are getting very disheartened and jumping ship, and the volatility in XRP is waning. And this is what ultimately is going to drive an expansion of it. Is typically before something breaks, you get a low volume, low interest period. People get bored of it, and that's what they want. They want retail not involved, not interested, so that when they do flip that switch, they're the ones who are the real beneficiaries of it, having known what's coming. And for me, I do believe that actually XRP stands a very good chance of, and this pattern stands a very good chance of coming to fruition. Because why, and ask yourself this question, why is XRP still a top 10 cryptocurrency? If it was a nothing burger, if it was just the bearable bull himself propping it up, you know, if it was just retail holding it up, why would it have a top 10 market cap? If it was really a nothing burger, there's something more there. Why would all these banks have partnered with it? Why is it positioned in the manner that it is? And why technically are we looking at it in this manner and saying, look, this is likely going to do well? There's something here, and that's my plan when it comes to XRP. It's why it only makes up 3% of my portfolio, is because right now I'm making a lot more money on other cryptocurrencies. Now, maybe I pivot into it in more of a fashion when we perhaps get a little bit closer and we start to see some of the kind of upper resistance tested, like we have previously on, or a breakout of that. But the reason it only makes 3% of my portfolio up is because, you know, we're making a lot of money in other cryptocurrencies. And I don't want to be that guy or girl that's entirely in XRP and has to go through what happened in the last bull market. I think, and what we've seen so far, is XRP underperformed the market. Whether you like it or not, there's no denying that. If you look at it in terms of dominance, it's losing ground. If you look at it in terms of Bitcoin and other altcoins, it's losing ground, like Ethereum. I don't want to have everything in XRP to wait for something that, even though I think it's going to happen, may not. It's really about hedging my bets and appreciating and benefiting from this market in the richest way possible. And actually, I do think that XRP is going to benefit a lot of people. I think it's going to perform in the manner that we're technically looking at, but it's going to take time. This is a 7-year pattern. Like I say, institutions play a different game, but I'm pretty sure it is going to come to fruition. And you've got to remember, you know, XRP really, it's one of the first cryptocurrencies to come to existence. It wasn't just, you know, there is a bit of me that thinks maybe the legacy cryptos like Litecoin, Bitcoin Cash, all these other cryptos, they didn't quite have their day in the last bull market, but maybe that's setting them up for this one. You know, maybe there's something in that, I don't quite know. But I do think I'm still a holder of XRP. We haven't abandoned it. It's always been round about that percentage of my portfolio. I don't think it's particularly wise, but you guys choose to do whatever it is you choose to do, to have everything in XRP, just simply if what we're looking at doesn't play out. For me, I'm a technical trader, I'm a technical investor. Fundamentals, yes, okay, when they're coupled with technicals, kind of give you more of a degree of confidence in something. So I guess there is that with XRP, but the reason we're investing is purely technical. And this is a 7-year pattern that isn't going to play out overnight. This is a pattern that has been winding up, and actually it was a good thing that you didn't put in a new high in 2021, because this pattern has been winding up and forming since 2017. And the breakout of that is going to be explosive. I personally think it's going to be on the news of XRP actually getting used and playing the role that it was designed to play, which is being a bridge asset, i.e. you take $100 million of yen, $100 million worth of yen in pesos, you put XRP in the middle, and you actually have to buy the XRP kind of at either side to do that. Ripple have got products that are derived around it. The fact that they're working with banks and the fact that they have a lot of kind of partnerships and confirming factors in regards to people that are interested in the technology, I think is something. I think it wouldn't still be a top 10 crypto if it was going to turn out to be a nothing burger. However, all that being said, I do think you should hedge your bets. I do think you should be potentially not overweight XRP and bet the farm on it just in case it doesn't happen. But in my scenario, and the way that I see XRP is really that I'd rather be caught with it than without it, and that's why I hold it. I also hold XLM. I don't think that's not going to appreciate from the kind of sunshine that is shone on XRP, but it's just a case of waiting for it to play out. I think it's going to largely do its own thing. I think it will drift up like it is currently doing with the rest of the market, even though it's underperforming, and then all of a sudden, boom, the XRP holders will be right. I'll hopefully be right and have benefited of that. And I guess maybe even probably wish that I had more of a percent of it in my portfolio, but that's a risk I'm willing to take. Again, it's about hedging my bets. That's really my plan as it relates to XRP. We didn't want to make, like I say, we don't want to just spam XRP content because we know we're going to get the viewers on it. That is unfortunately the sad reality in regards to why most people make XRP content, and I know that firsthand because it's popular and you'll get views for making it. And people have built entire careers off of just making XRP content and basically propagating nonsense continuously. We're looking technically at a structure that we think stands a damn good chance of playing out. We want to highlight that as an opportunity, but also say be careful, don't bet the farm on it. Would you rather be caught with it than without it? And for the kind of bet, the 3% of my portfolio that I'm taking just in XRP and XLM, between XRP and XLM is about 7% of my overall portfolio. I'm happy to take that risk. I know the other cryptos that I've got not only are doing well, but continue to do well. And if XRP shines, it will be spectacular. And I hope you're all on board that journey. We're not just going to be putting out content because we want the views. We're going to be putting out content because we have something to say, just like this video where I've really kind of highlighted and gone over my plan as it concerns XRP. So that's all I've got for you guys. Hang in there and I'll see you all in the next one.